So, hi everyone, today we'll be doing the gratitude meditation. So, I do know that gratitude is something that we have been advised from childhood to do. Be thankful to what you have, be thankful for what you don't have. Somewhere having that mindset always, so that you are thankful for the blessings that you have. There is a small twist to the gratitude meditation that we're going to do today. It is not necessarily on that level, even though that does cover in the initial stage, but we are going to go a little bit, little bit higher apart from the gratitude. So, first and foremost, like when we are desiring something in life, let's say we want to manifest something, or you have certain things where you want your life to be in a certain way, your material assets or your relationships, anything for that matter. So, what happens is that when we look at that aspect, right, we are looking at from a lack perspective. Sometimes we get a little bit into a spiral where why I don't have that, why I didn't get that job, why I'm not getting this kind of connections or relationships around me, right? Why everybody is doing this and that. So wherein there is a lack mindset that you're vibrating in. So as we said earlier, that the vibrational level, at the lower level, you will attract a reality of a lower level. So whenever you are in a lack mindset, where we feel something is missing within us, that is a very low vibration. So that is the reason why we keep saying that we have to be in a gratitude and in a form of a something we are in full, like you're satisfied. But when you say you're satisfied, people usually go to the level wherein you're like, whatever I have, I'm fine, I'm okay, I don't want anything. People kind of feel like asking for more, dreaming for more, or desiring for something extra is like a, you know, will be more like a, being greedy or, something like that. But the thing is that unless and until you can envision yourself, you can't create that in your reality. Whatever you want. So, this is the ideal template. Whatever you want, you get. Whatever you want, you get. You can call it prayer, manifestation, anything you want. But the ultimate reality is that whatever you want, you get. That is standard. As long as you are sure about what you want, right? And let's say it shouldn't be like, today I want, XYZ job, and tomorrow or after a month I'll say, no, I want this. So that does not happen. So what the problem is that, you would still not be happy because you must have manifested something this month. It must have come maybe next year, but by then you have shifted your interest maybe 2-3 times. So you might not be happy with what you just manifested now because you kept changing your your priority, and you thought this is something that you desired and you wanted now, may not be that you are going to be happy after a year or after 5 years. So most of the time what happens is that it comes a little delayed, and when it comes delayed you are like, you don't have much value to the one that you're getting. But ideally this is something that you had written, you had manifested it, you created it out into the reality. Why that happens, it is because you need to have a little bit of sense of the current reality that you're in, who you are, what you want, and what you will be happy with. See, these kind of manifestations or jumping desires come in because you are very much affected by what other people are doing, what things are happening. Oh, now this person has that car, I want that car, right? Somewhere it is related to what others have, or somewhere it's related to a delusional sense of reality. I'm not I don't want to use that particular word, but delusional as in, I'll tell you how I will say. It's like your reality is so and so, but you want to create, not create, I would say. So your reality is XYZ, but then you feel, like the reality is not something that you'll be happy with, and you are very sad. Somewhere this is a coping mechanism that's there in kids, and somewhere it is creeped into our adult life also, wherein we create a very desirable bubble where we would want to live. The reality might be completely different, but we'll be like, no, no, no. Somebody is trying to poison us. Like, no, no. They're doing it out of love only. Like that. You understand? Somewhere we refuse to see the reality as it is. And we create a version of circumstances, people, things happening around so that we won't be hurt. We can live daily, we can have some kind of sense of satisfaction, and you don't self-sabotage yourself thinking that, your reality is something, non-hospitable, right? Usually people, this is a coping mechanism as a child, but somewhere people who have been in, let's say, some kind of trauma or something where, some abuse or some things are happening, they usually go into this mode of being in a delusional reality. So first and foremost in this meditation, one thing you want is that you want a sense of reality check, right? Who you are, what you want, and what are the long-term things that you desire, right? That you will be happy with, that will give you the sense of satisfaction, even if it comes tomorrow or next month or 1 year or even in 10 years, right? And we'll also see how to shorten this timeline of what you want and what you get. Okay. So first and foremost, move away from the lack mindset. Whatever you want, you get. So there is no lack mindset. The more you vibrate at the lack level, it is exactly, I think there's something like, in Hindi you say, rote hue bacche ko, like if a child is crying and the mother is like, oh, please don't cry, I'll give you this toys and this mithai and all those things, and they're still crying. After a point you get you anyhow, whatever you do, you cry only, then sit and cry, right? But a child who's always happy, is always joyful, and whatever you give or don't give, they're just joyous. That kid, everyone would want to go and make them more happy and giggle and all those things. So that happens in the universe as well, right? So if you are in the lack mindset, always cribbing, I don't have that, I don't have this, you will have reasons to crib always. But if you move into the reality of whatever has happened, whatever is happening, whatever is going to happen is all for your highest good, right? But sometimes what happens is that whatever you're desiring in the physicality right now, you might not be ready to receive it. You'll say, no, I can receive it, what is the problem? No, but the thing is that one of the major factors is that, do you have the vessel to hold that blessing, right? Sometimes if you are not ready, hold that job, hold that money, hold that relationship, right? Then whatever treasure that you get, that will be a curse for you, that somehow will be deteriorating your life in some way. So for this, what you can do is, whoever you, first I told you about the version, not the version, having a little bit of sense of reality of current present sense. So present, who you are, what are your plus point, what are your things to be improved upon, right? You need to have a very clear sense of reality. Somewhere people, to be happy, to survive on a daily basis, what they do is that whenever they have a trigger, whenever they have an emotion that is uncomfortable, what they do is that they open a room and they dump it into it and lock the room. And they keep dumping into it. They don't look into this room and they say, this room does not exist, I don't know what it is. Especially people who struggle to meditate are the ones who have this room full of suppressed emotions, and especially when you go into this meditation or a phase where you have to be still and with your own self, they suddenly are pushed into this room, and this room has so many suppressed emotions. They can't tolerate. There are some people who say, like, I feel uneasy, I'm not able to tolerate, I can't meditate. You know, this is because the suppressed emotions are fully, cluttered over here, and you're uncomfortable opening it or acknowledging any part of that room because you think that is not your room. Be okay with processing your emotions, be it anger, sadness, or jealousy, anything for that matter, anything that you feel you need to see, why am I feeling that? At least keep a note of it. But feeling shameful of your emotions, uh, that will again, clutter this room, right? See, there's a healthy way. I don't mean you are angry, you go take it down on somebody. No, sit with yourself. Why are you being angry? You at least have a healthy channel, right? Do some self regulation to calm yourself down. If you can sit and, release it in the form of a scream or a cry or hitting the pillow or whatever it is, that is possible. But release it in a healthy way. The more you release it, the more lighter you will feel, and don't feel guilty. I cry almost every day, not in a form like, sometimes it's tears of joy, sometimes it's just releasing something that came up, sometimes it's just a heaviness that I feel and I don't know what it is, and I just have to release it. And earlier, I used to feel guilty, like, oh my goodness, I'm doing so much self work, why am I still crying? No, it's a part of me. I want to release that emotion and I'm going to do it. And after that, after 2 minutes, I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. I'm laughing around, right? So processing emotion should not be shunned. So one, processing the emotion. Second, okay, somebody's gone. One, processing the emotion, and whatever you are desiring, right? There is a version of you that has received everything, right? So that version is your future version, and your current version is there. So first you need a reality check on what is the current version, because otherwise you will manifest something which you will regret having it later on, because you weren't manifesting from the grounded reality. You are manifesting from, oh wow, that is nice, this is nice, and you keep manifesting so many things that you lose track of what you want. So first and foremost, repeating for the new people who joined, ultimate reality, whatever you want you get. Timeline is the only difference, right? That is what we are going to see, how we can collapse the timeline and see how we can get into that mode. One, no lack mindset, gratitude mindset. Second would be on the grounded reality. What is the current reality? What are your emotions? What are you feeling? What are you suppressing? Who are you taking advantage of you, or maybe who are you allowing to maybe treat you in a mad manner because you're still seeking validation, right? See, somewhere there is one version, one dialogue keeps repeating for the good ones, people who try to be fighting for the title of the good person, right? For them it is like, one day they will realize my worth, that I was the only good person in their life, I was the only one who loved them the most. Stop waiting for that. That is also one way of leaking and, being in a delusional reality. Don't do that. So first go into the current reality, current version, and the future version is something that you want to envision. Okay, and whatever you want to manifest, manifest as in whatever you want. As I said, this is like, you order and you get, like you order on Swiggy, you will get it, right? If you don't get it, you will lodge a complaint, you get the return back, whatever, but you get it, right? You order and you get. That is exactly how the universe works. You get it. But as I said, grounded reality and the version of you. So sometimes what happens is that, let's say, your clothes that you used to wear when you were 10 years old. I don't think anybody is there younger. Yeah. So you were wearing when you were 10 years old. How would you feel if you wear those same clothes right now? Uncomfortable, no? Like you can't fit in, right? Right? You are kind of, that's something that you've grown out of it. Likewise, when you go to the future version who has everything, there are some things you need to let go in the current version for you to receive that version or the manifestation that you want. like the dresses which get tightened, like the things that can't come along with you, right? It could be habits, it could be anything, it could be relationships or habits or job or something wherein you're doing some self-sabotaging things, anything wherein you feel okay. As I would say, clutter would be the main thing. Like I said, the room, right? Could be that there is a lot of clutter, there is no complete chaos, there's no order in your life, right? You have zero clarity on what you are, what you want, and that could be one of the reasons. So gaining clarity and making sure anything that does not fit that version, right, is something that you need to be moving away from. And you need to write down how is that version of you look like. What do they do? What are their habits? What do they eat? How do they walk around? How do they talk? You have to embody that version as much as possible. But also don't be like, okay, oh, what if I don't get? And no, nothing like that. You are gonna get it. If not this, it'll be better. That's all. Right? If not this, maybe you still have to work a little bit more on the vessel to hold that blessing. But you will get it. So as I said, from the current version, you need a grounded reality. The version that you are going to manifest, or that is what you are planning to have, that version, I want you to completely envision that person. That's something that we're going to do in the meditation today. How they are, how they talk, and what are the habits that they have let go of, which you're still holding on to. So that is somebody who you have to currently embody. And once you embody this future version, the blessing that you are asking for, this version that already has, comes. There's no delay. The only delay for your blessings or the things that you desire is the version that can hold it. So the more easily that you can move to the version that can hold it, and as I said, with ease, with gratitude. So you should be having that gratitude then and there. That version, when you are embodying it, shouldn't be like, okay, now I have embodied it, I need the blessing. Where is it? Where is it? No. You should already vibrate in that vibration of having it, right? Having that or better, right? It should not be something, again, lack mindset should never be. So that is something that we're gonna do. I want you to take a little breather, have a glass of water, or sip of water, and just be in a comfortable space with back support. And we'll start in the next minute. I hope you are back. So I want you to have a comfortable seating and close your eyes. Do not open the eyes unless and until I say so. Please close your eyes, everybody. And to close your eyes, be aware of your breath. Feel the inhale, the air going in through your nose, passing through your abdomen, filling it up, and then release it. aware of your body, the breathing. I want you to take a deep inhale, hold it, and then exhale very gently. And exhale twice as long as the inhale. I want you to inhale, hold it, and then exhale a little longer. If you want, I'll count it. Take a deep breath in, hold, exhale gently, and you exhale. As you exhale, you feel the body is getting lighter and lighter. One more. Inhale, hold, exhale gently. I want you to be aware of your heart space and imagine there is a bulb that has gone up in your heart space. It's like a white ball, small ball of light in your heart space. I want you to be aware of it, and with the next inhale and exhale, I want you to expand it and cover your entire heart in it. So you're going to inhale, and while you exhale, imagine expanding it like a balloon. And that beautiful ball of light is now covering your entire heart. And it is dissolving all the heaviness, all the pain, all the sorrow that you're carrying. Everything is being dissolved in this beautiful white ball of light. With the next breath, I want you to exhale and expand it to your entire body. Inhale and exhale and expand it. And as it expands, it's releasing all the tension, all the stiffness, any pain that you're carrying in your body is being dissolved. Let it expand and cover your entire body. Right now, you are in this beautiful, bright ball of light. So this white ball of light is right now covering your entire body. I want you to take another inhale, and as you exhale, I want you to expand this ball of light further to the room that you're sitting right now. Inhale, and as you exhale, it is expanding to your entire room and cleansing the entire space. So right now, we have cleansed the entire space that you're sitting, your body as well as your heart space. Now, we're going to start this journey. I want you to imagine a bright, glittery light that is coming from the end of the universe. And it's coming straight towards you and entering you through your headspace. And it's going down. And it's almost like filling an empty bottle. It's entering you through your headspace, moving down to your third eye, your throat, your heart space, going down again to your abdomen, your belly, your base of the spine, and going down again through your feet, like how plants grow roots. Your feet are growing roots, and this light is now grounding to Mother Earth. So beautiful white glittery light coming from the end of the universe, passing through you and grounding to Mother Earth. Feel the flow of energy within your body. Now, you can see there is a beautiful golden light from Mother Earth with all the warmth and support. And it's coming from Mother Earth and entering you through your feet, going up to the base of the spine, to your abdomen, up again to your heart space, to your throat. Now this beautiful golden light is going up, up, up to your third eye, to your crown, your head space, and going back to the end of the universe. So there are two beautiful energies. One is descending, one is ascending, passing through you. I wanted to feel this beautiful flow of energy within you. You are now connected to the energies of the heaven and the earth. This is also called 0 point energy. I want you to be here for a minute and just feel this flow of energy within you. Now, I want you to imagine a room. A room, it can be an imaginary room or a real room. But this is where you feel the most safest. I want you to be inside this room and just look around. What are the colors of the wall? How the furniture is kept? Where is the door? Where is the window? And I want you to just look around and find a comfortable spot where you can sit or relax or lie down. Just find a spot, the most comfortable spot in the safe room, and only your energy is there in that room. And you can completely relax. This is the safest place that you can be. And everything that you desire is there in that room. I want you to just move around and find that comfortable spot and just go relax. Completely relax. Today, we are going to let go of anything that you're holding which is stopping you from manifesting the life that you desire. We are moving from a space of lack, fear, or pressure, and we are going to enter into remembering gratitude from within. And be thankful for whatever has happened and whatever is happening and whatever is on its way. And be peaceful with the unknown, knowing that all that you desire is already on its way. Now, I want you to be aware of what feelings are you holding within yourself that makes you feel impatient, anxious, or doubtful. I want you to be aware of those feelings. What thoughts are coming in? When will it happen? Why didn't it happen yet? What if I never receive it? I want you to be just aware of these thoughts that's coming in. Do not judge them. Just be aware, where are you stopping your blessings? What are the inner dialogue that is going on? Just be aware of these voices. Just be aware, don't judge them. And let all these apprehensions, fear, anything that is coming up, let it come up. I want you to place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and say these words. I release the fear of not receiving what I desire. I release the pressure to force life into giving me everything I want now. I release this frequency of lack that is circling my mind now. I am safe even in the unknown, and I trust all my desires will be unfolding exactly at the right time when I'm ready. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, just release all the heaviness, all the fear, apprehension that you were holding in, doubts. Just release everything. And know that joy is something that you can have now, and you don't need for something to arrive to be happy and joyful in life. Release the tension from your body, from your mind, and vibrate at joy of receiving everything that you desired and even more. Life is already preparing you for all the desires that you can manifest. The version of you is being prepared. You just need to let it be. And I want you to affirm that you're grateful for all the lessons that has happened in your life, which just brought a better version of you, a better, bolder, and someone who's ready to step into the future. Do not be afraid of growing, and honor all the lessons. Everything that happened in your life was for a reason, and we're going to thank and be grateful for all the lessons that refined the version of you that you are right now. Thank everyone, thank all the lessons, thanks the people who've hurt you the most, because they have shaped you in a bigger and larger way. Now, I want you to be prepared for what is going to come. All your desires, all your manifestations, everything unfolding in the most beautiful way possible. Picture all the blessings, the opportunities, the relationships, the support around you, the healing that you desired, the clarity that you're seeking now, the abundance, everything unfolding exactly the moment that you're ready. Everything is already on its way. and it's moving towards you through multiple ways and channels, trying to find the way to you. I want you to be grateful for whatever is coming your way and affirm, I'm grateful for the blessings that I can see and also the blessings I'm yet to see. I welcome all the aligned opportunities, support, abundance, and peace, and I receive everything with humility and trust. Feel the gratitude. Be in the vibration of receiving everything that you desired. And be willing to receive with openness. And I want you to know whatever is happening, happened, happening, and going to happen is only for your highest good. If a blessing is delayed, it is because something better is being created for you. I want you to affirm, I trust the divine timing. I trust that what is truly aligned cannot miss me. And what is leaving is just creating space for the new blessings to come. I'm open to receiving, and I'm peaceful knowing that I'm going to receive this or better. I want you to be in this vibration, be rooted in this trust, gratitude, and knowing that if something is delayed or denied, it is just because something better is on the way. Now, I want you to be aware of the room that you're relaxing in, and I want you to call someone into this room. This is the version of you who have achieved all the desires, everything that you ever desired in life is already present in their life. The future version of you. I want you to make an intention to call them into the room, and there'll be a knock on the door when they arrive. I want you to slowly get up, stand in front of the door, and make an intention to meet the version of you, the future version of you that have achieved everything that you desired. I want you to take really deep breath with this intention. 1, 2, 3. Slowly open the door and meet this version of you who is already living the life that you're desiring. See their face, see the glow around them, see how they're reacting. Greet them gently and welcome them inside the room. And I want you to have a moment with them and truly see the version of you. How they're standing, how they look like, what is the energy around them, how do they walk, speak. I want you to sit with them and ask them everything. How do they spend their morning? How do they handle stress? How do they take decisions? What did they stop doing that helped them manifest this life? How do they treat their body? Notice, let them tell you all the manners, all the habits, all the routine, and how they live their life. I want you to sit and ask them everything. Take some time to have this conversation with the future version of you. Just be aware of their energy and just ask these questions. Whatever comes to your mind, whatever helps you to step into this future version more seamlessly. You might get the answers as words, or a feeling, or an inner knowing, or maybe as images that they show them. Just be aware. Just feel the energy that they have. You know everything. want you to slowly hold their hand and let them transmit all the energy that they are carrying now to you. The grace, the maturity, the trust, the steadiness, and most importantly, the ability to receive without fear or guilt. I want you to transmit this energy and feel the energy of the future version of you merge into the present version of you. Sync the heartbeat. Let their peace become your peace. And slowly, you both are vibrating at the same frequency. And now, I want you to affirm that you are now becoming the version who can hold what you desire. And you release any habits, patterns, or beliefs that are holding you back from this version of you. And you choose the thoughts, actions, behaviors of the future version that is already living this life that you desired. You are now a safe vessel for receiving all the desires that you want. Feel a golden light around you. Your aura is glowing with this vibration. And this inner knowing of everything that you desire is already with you. And be in this state of gratitude. And one more time, we will affirm whatever has happened and whatever is happening now and whatever is going to happen is for my highest good. Let that truth be imprinted in every cell of your body. Take a deep breath in. Feel your entire body, all the cells vibrating with that gratitude and inner knowing that it's safe and it's at the right place at the right time. Be in this feeling. And I want you to thank for everything that I've received, receiving, and for everything that is on its way. I am ready to live the version of me who honors everything. Slowly be aware of the room that you're in. Thank this version, the future version, who's shown you the blueprint, how to get there. Thank them and let them leave. You're walking towards the door. Close the door. Slowly come back and sit in that comfortable seat that you're sitting and just integrate everything what just happened. Just be aware and slowly, whenever you're ready, just wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, slowly rub your palms together and open your eyes. Take your time, there's no hurry.